channel. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. All right, let's get into this video or this live stream. Very shortly, everybody. We'll just wait for some more folks to come up in here. And I want to say thank you guys. Hope you guys have been having a very, very awesome week, a productive week, a joyful week, a lovely Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? And you guys just, taking care of yourselves and living your best lives, as I always encourage you all to do here on the Mindset Elevator. Always live your best life. Okay, always do right by you. All right, always do the best that you can and just keep living life to the fullest, because when you're being yourself and you're doing what makes you happy, you're going to keep going to the top. Okay, so we're going to wait for some more folks to come up in here and I'm going to go in. Okay, I'm going to go in. I'll be on here for about 45 minutes or so. So I'm going to go in on a topic that I find to be a little interesting here. And it's just, you could probably sense that there's something extreme that may have occurred when you had to cut off access to somebody in your life, or they've just simply been denied access. They can't come into your life anymore, probably for various reasons that I'm going to get into. So thank you guys. Hey, Authentic. Hey, Authentically Me. Hey, Josh. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a lovely, lovely, lovely Thanksgiving. I'm in Canada. I'm born and raised in Canada. So we had our Thanksgiving last month, right? So I hope you guys, though, enjoyed your Thanksgiving and, had a wonderful time and just, enjoyed to the fullest, right? Hey, Anchored. Hope you're doing awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ada. Thank you for the positive vibes, everybody. Thank you, guys. Being denied access, when someone has been denied, or, they are no longer allowed or permitted to be an active participant in your life, it's probably for a few reasons that are highly common, that are unfortunate, but they're common, right? It's kind of like, well, if they did this to you, you most likely took the precaution, or you most likely made the move to bar these people from your life so that they can no longer do these very things to you, or even do worse, whatever it was that had transpired. Okay, I'm definitely going to get into it. Yeah, Patrick says Thanksgiving is every day, 100%. Pamela, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Once again, I'm from Canada, so I didn't celebrate Thanksgiving yesterday, but I I feel as though I kind of did. But in Canada, we did ours actually in October, right? So yes. Chuba, thank you so much for that. You said I have benefited so much from your videos. God bless you, sister. Thank you. I really, really, really appreciate that. Yep, thank you. No problem. A lot of, I don't blame you guys. A lot of you guys, thought I was from the US, but I am Canadian born, Toronto born. Yes, but I love everybody, from all over the world, and I appreciate and I respect you guys tuning in from wherever you guys are at right now. I want you guys to know that, like, I feel very humbled to have come across a very vibrant group of people from all across the world, right from, my device, right from your device. It's so crazy how we could connect with people from, you know what I mean, overseas. I'm talking about like continents away. It's very humbling. I really appreciate you guys. I thank you guys. Yeah, right. So guys, I want to get into the access being denied, and not being able to, people not being able to access you anymore because they've been denied or barred from your life in some kind of capacity. Probably one of the first reasons why somebody, maybe you've decided that this individual can no longer be in your life anymore, be around you, is because they could have lied on you, or lied to you, or lied so extensively that it just ruined everything between you and them. It's very, very hard to keep somebody around you that you cannot trust, somebody that you cannot, you have to sleep one eye open when you're around them. You can't keep your stuff around because they'll jack it. I mean, I'm trying to put a little bit of a comical spin on it, but this is serious stuff. These individuals, sometimes we literally have to take the steps to have these people removed or barred from our life because all they do is all they do is lie, right? They lie. All these individuals do is, mislead us, misguide us about information. It kind of does go hand in hand with stealing too. Like maybe some individuals in your life, like they may have stolen and then lied about it, where maybe you thought that were honest, or they could have told you that there was something wrong that maybe they needed your assistance with. It's like they break the trust, and when the trust is broken, it's time to boogie, especially when these are repeated offenses. These individuals keep doing it. You can't trust them. You don't know what they're going to do next. You may have to have surveillance cameras up. Like you can't take any chances around these individuals. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why we oftentimes deny people access to our lives anymore, simply because we do not trust them. They lie about everything under the sun. They may even lie about things that are super insignificant. Like, why would you even lie about that? Like that's such a silly thing to lie about, and it makes you feel very unsettled. Like, if you could lie about something like this and tell tall tales about something that's so minuscule, something that could have been spoken talked through, something that could have been easily revealed or easily found out by you. It's not like it's something that would have bothered you in the first place, right? That's one of the biggest reasons why you may have decided that it's probably best to cut ties with this person and not let them in your life. So what do you guys think about that? Have you guys ever had to block somebody from your life because they just keep lying to you? Please share. Definitely please share. Yep. Right, Lady Q says they can never get you back, especially repeated betrayals. I see them feeling like I can never get them back the same way. Oh yeah, 100, when they know, when they're blocked from your energy, when they're blocked from your presence, these people don't like how that feels. They don't like the sensation. A lot of times they didn't even really think that they would feel so bad about not being allowed back in your life or in your life, especially if you gave them multiple chances. Maybe they were thinking like it would never come to that, where they'd ever be banned from your life. They could keep committing the same infractions and not having to answer to them. And it's like, no, access is denied now, right? So they could have been pathological liars, people who by trade, it seems like it's kind of like their job, or this is just what they do. This is what they're very good at, misleading people, oftentimes for their own benefit, to most likely use these people in some kind of fashion. Yep. I am blessed says, let us know if you will be on Zoom live also. Guys, I'm planning to launch my coaching. I wanted to launch my coaching earlier this year, but a lot of things have been going on to where, sometimes you cannot fully commit to a certain venture without being distracted or without things getting in the way. So it's highly likely that I'll be introducing that in 2025. All right, everybody. So, I've been through a lot of things in my life and I've learned a lot of lessons. And I just want to be able to help anybody that I can. You know what I mean? Like anybody that I can reach, anybody that I could just, talk to and just help. This is my calling. I always wanted to be an advocate. I always wanted to stand up for, real stuff, have real talks, no gimmicks. No one has time for that. I want to just talk that real stuff, nitty gritty, and just be there for humanity in the ways that I can. I'm not superhuman, right? But I know what I want to do. I know what I like, right? So 2025 is going to be something. Patrick says spiritual leeches and thieves. And thank you guys all so very much for the generous, donations there. Thank you so much. Brittany says yes. Yep. Right. Lewis, a lot of times it can be defense mechanism from abuse, which is no excuse, but can bring understanding. And yes, I have. I hear you. And I agree with you, Lewis. Like some people, sometimes when they do things like lie to us, it's kind of like this is how they cope. This is how they deal with life stressors, or when they've been caught red-handed, like they don't really know how to deal with being accountable, so they hide behind their lies and they expect you to take it. But there are other ways to cope with these situations, and it's not to hurt, because that's the thing that ends up happening. Like when they hurt you, you're going to probably, ban them from your life at some point of time. And then what? Then they miss an opportunity to have a real one in their corner. Like, why would they let it get to that point? And then they see after the fact that they shouldn't have done that. They lied, or they really hurt you. They betrayed you. Maybe you really saw the best in this person, and that's how they do you. That's one of the main reasons why you may have denied access to these individuals. So now I'm going to get into a second one. This may not be for everybody. This may not resonate with everybody, but I think it's something worth mentioning for sure. And another reason why you could have denied access from someone being in your life is because they could have cheated on you. All right. They could have cheated. They could have stepped out on you in some kind of capacity. It could have been your husband, your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. They could have done something that was infidelity essentially, and you decided that, listen, as much as I might love you, or I really might have liked you, or perhaps we were together for a lot of years and it's really putting a strain on that union, I can't have you in my life like that, because once it's about that trust, especially if they lied about it or if they really tried very hard to cover it up. I would say one of the, if someone cheats, that's it. You know what I mean? There's nothing that can rectify that. There's nothing, you're always going to have it at the back of your mind. Like, how could they do me like that? And you're definitely going to feel, well, some people have definitely felt, I know, that they don't want to feel that pain, that hurt, and that reminder of what that individual did to them by stepping out on them in this, low down way. Like to really cheat on your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. It's crazy, like just break up or just divorce, don't play the field and come home when you want to. Like, it's just the grimiest things, and there's no excuse because everybody has free will. If you don't like the individual that you're married to or that you're dating and you want out because your eyes are wandering, tell them, and it might be hard and it might seem, easier said than done, but it's better that way if you're just honest and forthcoming about why. But here's the thing, now these individuals, the romantic ones, you know what I mean? These individuals, when they've been barred from your life because they've cheated on you, these individuals are going to want you back. They're going to come crawling back, trying to get back in your energy, get back in your good graces, butter you up, bring you flowers, and you show up at your job and try to reconcile with you and, try to like patch things up. But it's because they know they've lost a real one and they're not going to be able to replicate the individual that you are. They might try to find a filler. They might try to find somebody who's like a stand-in, somebody who replaces you, but they always try to call you back up or hit you back up, sometimes decades later even, trying to say, hey, what's up? Like nothing ever happened, like they didn't cheat on you, right? Access denied for the cheaters, And once again, sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes we do give these individuals multiple chances because we love them or we believe that we do. But here's the problem with cheaters, right? The thing about cheaters is that they have wandering eyes. It's like they're not committed. You're not their only focus. And I find that to be concerning because there should be a level of control that men and women should be able to maintain in a romantic union. If you are married or if you are in a relationship with whoever you're in a relationship with, you're in a relationship with them for a reason. It's not I mean, maybe to them it's a rodeo, the cheaters, but to people who have a heart, who really care about love, it's about building a bond, right? It's about potentially building a family. It's about potentially getting married or buying a house together. So it could be a lot deeper for one of the parties. And if the other one is not respecting the union the same way, doesn't have the same feeling, you got to come out with that information. and let it be known that you're not trying to get in all that and save the grieving party the grief, and let them move on. Access denied to the cheaters, maybe somebody that you were married to or somebody that you were dating, slept around or did things that were completely inappropriate. And it probably came to the point where you're kind of like, I can't see myself growing or really, getting higher with this person because of what they've done to me. This is so low. How do you recover from this, or how do you come back from this? And the trust is not there. So that's another reason why. The first was lying, and the second now here is cheaters. All right. So yeah, these individuals, sometimes they get the boot, sometimes they get the hardest kick. These are people that you bring into your home. They sleep in your bed, they may be around your children, or you may have children with them. It's kind of like they may have met your parents, your family, and then they do this. It's kind of like, dang, like that's crazy. And it's so disrespectful, because you really felt it. You felt it. So access denied to these individuals who take this unfortunate step to try to play the field and get a piece of multiple pies, and then they call you because they want you back, right? And by then you took off, and then they're sad, right? So it's interesting. Erkin says heartbreakers, right? Right. Yep. Yeah, Josh says that's called self-control. That's it, right? Easter says sad the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Now it's too little to last. Right. Yeah, Tiana says spin the block. Right. Right, right, right. Right. Beekeeper, yes, you did catch me live. And I thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in and showing your support to the channel. And, a lot more content is on the way. I really appreciate you guys for just rocking with the channel, helping the channel grow. That's all you guys, Anybody can have a vision or a voice, but sometimes it needs to be carried, right? And it's kind of like how dandelions sprout, right? Where the wind blows and then the seeds or the pollen, goes in the wind and settles in various areas that, causes it to multiply, to overpopulate. So it's kind of like that. Sometimes people need to be carried and need to be pushed in the right direction, encouraged, right? And so this is what you guys, that's how I see you guys. So thank you guys so much. So we have lying, we have cheating, we do have stealing, right? If somebody has stolen from you, I think I may have mentioned that a little bit earlier, but stealing is highly problematic, of course. People come into your life, they take something that's not theirs, something that is yours that they take for themselves. And even sometimes they think that it's theirs too. They have this assumption that what's yours is theirs by default, especially family. Family, sometimes they don't respect your boundaries. They don't respect what is yours or what you've worked for or what you've purchased, what you've come into. A lot of them, not only family, but people just in general who are just too comfortable with taking your possessions and kind of like fashioning it to themselves, or the money that you make that came from your hard work, they want to use it for themselves without any respect to you. And it's kind of like, well, this is my stuff. This is for me. I don't mind to share here and there, but to steal is a whole other situation. These individuals, a lot of times, they do not want to do the work themselves. They'd much prefer for you to do the work and for them to just take from you when it's convenient for them. A lot of them are not willing to, get up and make things happen. They just get up and steal your stuff, right? And they make it seem like, hey, it's for everybody, it's for the taking. And what it actually is that it's supposed to be respect, right? That if they want something of yours, if they want to benefit off something that you have or that you do, it's of course best that they would consult with you, right? Instead of just jacking it, right? So, stealing is highly problematic because once again, it ties in with that trust. And you may have had to block people from your life because they just keep stealing from you. They just keep taking your things. They are not asking you for permission. They're just taking your stuff, and then you find out it's not there where you left it last. And, especially if they keep doing this, you probably know that it's them. And then you may even ask them, like, where's my stuff? Like, did you take my item, or did you go into my bank account? Whatever it might be. These could be people very close to you. And they might say things like, oh, yeah, I did that. Oh, I thought I had told you. Or I didn't do that. Maybe you're tripping. Maybe it's you that used that and you're trying to pin it on me. But it comes to the realization that they're the ones who are stealing from you. It's very hard to have these individuals around you that just keep thieving. You know what I mean? You may have had to resort to hiding your things when they come around, or not inviting them around in general, because it seems like they're more of the opportunistic type, where it could be you by mistake just leaving things around, and they'll just take it, put it in their pocket, and and act like nothing happened, and act like they didn't know. They just saw something lying there and they just took it, or I don't know what happened to it. You must have misplaced it. Um, it could be like that. It's really hard, once again, to have these individuals be active participants in your life when all they're there to do is steal your stuff, right? To take from you, and then to have no respect for you. It's just kind of like, you're going to be here to benefit me, and I don't have to do nothing for you. A lot of times you'll see these thieves in your life. It's not even only just taking things from you, but it's also like withholding information that is pertinent to you as well, right? Like, they could have information that you would require, or information that they know you would benefit to have, and they don't want to tell you that. It's not the same thing as stealing, but it is concealment, right? Where individuals want to withhold information from you, or withhold documentation from you, important information that could have helped you in a situation, or would have elevated you to know, helped you, give you clarity about a situation, and they keep your documentations, or maybe even IDs, or paperwork that maybe you are supposed to have, but you don't know where it is. It could be like that. People stealing from you, keeping things from you. It could be where people are stealing things from you that they know was supposed to be yours, but maybe you didn't know, right? It could be kind of like that, where individuals, they know that you're going to come into some kind of gift, or some kind of heirloom, or something like that, and they steal from you, or they steal multiple of your possessions that you didn't know that you were supposed to get. And then you find out it was this whole scheme that everybody kind of knew that this was supposed to be for you, but you never got it. And it's kind of like, oh, how can you have these people in your life? You're going to want to ban them. You're going to want to bar them from your life, because it's like a conspiracy, or it seems very evil and diabolical that individuals would withhold information, or withhold your possessions, or take your stuff and pretend like they didn't do anything. Very, very hard to have these individuals around, right? They cannot be trusted. You can't really have them in your house like that, because they'll just steal everything. Go to the bathroom, and then they're in your room, rifling through your stuff. I mean, it's bad, right? So, access denied, to these kinds of individuals who decide that your stuff is their stuff, and they're not going to tell you about it. You know what I mean? You're going to find out way after the fact, and you're going to have to deal with that. But no, these individuals are going to see you could have been a person who was more than willing to help them, more than willing to give to them, to pour into them, if they had only asked you, or if they had been upfront with you. But then when they see that they've been banned from your life, they see that they can't benefit from you in any way, including asking you, including calling you up and making a legitimate request. Like, they can't even do that now, because they screwed that up. Banned from your life, because you can't have a thief in your life. You can't have somebody in your life who's only there to just take your stuff right under your nose, and then what, right? So, another group of individuals barred, denied access, because they don't pour into you. They just take everything from you. Highly problematic, especially, once again, if you had a predisposition, or if you had a tendency or way of being that was giving, that was, generous, charitable, hospitable, and they do that, it's like a diss, it's like a, slap in the face. Like, I would have helped you, I would have, listened to you. And that's how you do me, right? So it's nuts. Right. Hmm. Thank you guys so much for the positive vibes. You're right. Ethereal says, been cutting off the frenemies here lately. Right. Shoddy says they got to go. Yep. Yep. Hey, Alvin, hope you're doing well. I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Here in Canada, we had ours in October. So, that was pretty good. But I hope you guys enjoyed yours. If you guys are in the United States and had a really, really awesome, lovely gathering or, holiday just in general, I hope you guys enjoyed it for sure. Right. Yeah, how to says steal your ideas, creativity, then go to their audience like it's them. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Angel says they always copy you, but they cannot mimic the vibe, right? They cannot copy the spirit of you, right? They could take your stuff, they could, play dress up, but when it comes to the spirit, they're not hitting, it's not gonna hit, it's never gonna hit, right? These individuals a lot of times are short-sighted, they don't always think things through when they do things. That's why a lot of times, like, they'll be shocked when they've been cut off, right? Because it's kind of like something they didn't see it coming or they didn't see that in you. Maybe because you are very kind and very forgiving. So they keep thinking that they can just keep doing you dirty without any repercussions until they get banned from your life. No longer can hit you up, no longer can email you, call you, Facebook you, and now they're up in arms about, the disconnect, right? And about the lack of conversation between you and them, right? So we have lying, we have cheating, we have stealing. What's another reason why, these individuals might be banned from your life? Because, you know, jealousy, jealousy and envy and competition as well. These kinds of negative ways of being will certainly get people banned from your life. Because here's the thing with jealousy, right? How can you be amongst somebody who's actively in a competition with you, who's actively being jealous all the time that they're around you? How can you grow with this individual? How can you go higher with this person around you who is constantly up in arms about what you're doing next, what you have now, what you're about to do now? It doesn't feel real, it doesn't feel concrete, and it almost feels like, you have the wrong people around you, right? Where, you're trying to live your best life. You have these folks around you. It could be your blood relatives, it could be your co-workers, it could be your friends or your associates. And these individuals, the only reason why they come around you or the only reason why they care to be around you is to compete or to watch, to mimic, to do what you do. And it's this tit for tat thing that they want to engage in. And that's probably not your scene. And it's kind of like, well, how can I have this person around me if this is how they move? Why would I want this person around me if all it is with them and me is this one-sided competition coming from them? How do we grow from this or elevate? And it's a never-ending thing. And a lot of times that's going to get people barred because, when they're not around you, they cannot really compete, or, you're not around them for them to do this, you're not around them or in close proximity for them to engage with you these low down kinds of games, these juvenile types of games where it's just them trying to one up you or it's them just trying to beat you to it. Access denied, right? We don't want these individuals around us who will be, trying to I don't know, make us look bad or to, make it seem like we are incompetent and they're the more superior individual between you and them, even though you never cared, right? It's very interesting. These individuals, these situations where people are like lying and cheating and stealing, they do overlap because you are the gift that keeps giving, and people see that you have a lot to share, you have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of talents, you have a lot of abundance, and people will see you, they'll want to use you, right? Unfortunately, people will see you and they'll want to siphon you, take you for everything you've got, because in their minds that's just the easy way. Why do they have to try in life if they got somebody right beside them, which is you, that'll do everything for them or give them everything that they need and require, and they never have to pour into you, right? Access denied because, at the end of the day, these individuals will drain you, mentally, financially, emotionally, drain you to the point where it's hard to even do day-to-day tasks, or it's hard to concentrate or even focus on yourself and your responsibilities, because now your focus has shifted to what they've been doing, the negativity they've been placing in your life. And maybe you had to take that drastic step to deny these people access to your world so that you can recover, right? So you can, heal from what they've been doing and just get right back on track, get right back to the focus. Hmm. Yeah, Easter says that's why I stay out of the way. And that's one of the best things I've learned, Easter. You know what I mean? Is sometimes the road is lonely, sometimes the path is lonely, but at least I know who I can rely on because I could see very clearly. I could see the obstructions, I could see what's going on. Sometimes when you're around too many people and too many too many red flags, that start getting raised in your world and you just can't decipher it all, or you don't wanna, it's just getting too much. You decide to remove yourself from these circumstances so that you don't have to deal with these situations because they can be very trying. Staying out of the way, I was saying that it could be a lonely road, but it's a rewarding road because when you're out the way, you don't have to deal with these situations. You don't got to deal with these, wayward individuals who don't really pour into your life. They just take from you. They just cause you drama. As I got older, I realized that I was in too much drama, right? By proxy, a lot of the times as well. Like it's not like it was just me against them and them against me. It's kind of like you getting in the middle of the fight, in the middle of the heat, or sometimes you're just dragged into a problem that you didn't ask for, or maybe doesn't even directly affect you, but now it is, right? It could be like that sometimes too, where you just get dragged into the mess of other people who don't know how to clean them up, or they don't know how to clean up after themselves. And I'm speaking like more spiritually, or psychologically, doing some psychological or mental emotional housekeeping, right? Like they're lacking in these departments, they don't take care of themselves, so they start attacking people in their world and then start losing real ones like you for it, right? And then now it's like you don't even want to be around these people and entertain them because all they do is drain you. These are energy vampires, right? Sometimes you have to deny access so cold turkey, especially in extreme or dangerous situations where it's getting to the point where your safety is being threatened, or things are becoming too shaky, too unstable, and you have to make, not a desperate decision, not necessarily hasty, but more like kind of, urgent, high priority, act now type of thing. You always figure it out. You always have a plan. You always stay 10 steps ahead. I know a lot of you guys here are always 10 steps ahead of these negative situations. Like even when they happen to you, you're already formulating an exit plan in your mind or a way that you're going to combat this circumstance. And that is why, you always get away. You're never in a negative situation for too long, because unlike a lot of these haters out here or negative people out here, like, you don't wallow in the drama. You don't stay in these low zones. You actually find a way to branch out and to be better because you learned the lesson from what this situation taught you, right? Take Care says, if they drag you down, they're just crabs in a bucket. Right. Yep. Single says, I don't stay in low zones. 100%. 100%. Me, I had to cut toxic ties with certain people because, and of the reasons that I've mentioned, overall, I would say they've been more drama filled, more jealous, envy, competition based. I would say that's one of the highest reasons why I had to bar people from my life, because I don't have time to entertain these kinds of happenings. You know, my mind has become so awakened to these worldly games, and I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play. I don't have time. These individuals, they clearly put it in their itinerary to get up and just cause drama on anybody's life that they can, but they don't just choose anybody. A lot of the times they are choosy. They know who they're going after a lot of the times, individuals that they are jealous of or that they're envious of or who they have a bone to pick with. These individuals oftentimes are quite delusional in their pursuit of, trying to get people down. Delusional because they tend to go for people who stay out the way. They tend to go for people who are not in the drama. They try to force you into the drama and make it a part of your existence because they know it's not a part of your existence. They know that's not you, right? Sometimes you got to cut these people off, cut off access, even if it hurts to do that, because it might hurt initially, but the pain will subside. The pain will subside because you're always on the up and up. And when you're on the up and up, it's because there's a lot of good things to look forward to. So, you can't stay too sad about it, can't stay too down about it. You got places to be, you got things to do, right? And you're doing well. You're doing well. You always find a way to get up, keep it moving. If someone cheated on you, right? If someone cheated on you, it's going to hurt because this is somebody that you share a bed with, you might share kids with, share vows with, and they do you dirty like that. It's going to sting, right? It's going to bother you deeply. It's going to make you question everything. But eventually, as you work through these emotional happenings, these very tense situations will subside because you're on the up and up. You know that though these negative situations took place in your life, you have so much more life to live. You have a lot more people to meet. You can meet somebody new. Or if you don't want to pursue that, then now, yes, you get to stay single. You get to do you by yourself. You get to focus on what matters most to you. So yes, the pain, pain will come, right? But pain also subsides, right? And then you start feeling good. Then you start feeling better. You start getting that hop to your step, a bigger smile on your face because you're on the up and up. You know what I mean? Things always look up for somebody like you, a real one, a humble one, somebody who always tries to do right by people. Not everybody's going to do right by you, and not everybody has your heart, right? Not everybody is going to love like you love them. People, you might give to people, but they're going to steal from you. They're going to steal from you because they know you got it like that. And they don't want to have to try to get it themselves. But in your mind, you're thinking, I wouldn't do that to them. But not everybody has that heart that you have, though. Not everybody has that charitable nature that you've got because it's been bestowed upon you. Not everybody's nice like you. Not everybody's kind and giving as yourself. Not everybody's going to respect you and love you and be faithful to you like you would do for them or like you have done for them. Sometimes you're the only real one around the people. Sometimes you're the only real one amongst your folks. And that's, I'm telling you, I feel that to the highest degree. Sometimes you're the only one who is faithful, who is honest, who makes an honest living, who does things by themselves. who is independent, someone who, is, faithful. I think I may have mentioned that already. You might be the only one in your group, in your clique, in your family, amongst your friends, your coworkers. You may be around people who openly talk about cheating on their spouses or cheating on their girlfriend and boyfriend. It's kind of like, how, where's the shame? Right? Or people who openly talk about, what they took from somebody or what they did to somebody, like they get bragging rights for it. And it's kind of like, wow, I would never do that. I would never move like that. Not everybody's like you, right? So that's one thing that will help us move a little bit more smoothly in life too, is to definitely reduce the expectations that we have for mankind, because not everybody is like you. Not everybody's going to be sweet and humble and giving as you are. You have a different spirit. It varies from a lot of people around you. And a lot of people, they're going to use you, or they're going to try. They're going to cheat on you. They're going to lie to you. They're going to siphon you. They're going to put you in drama. They're going to compete because you're the all-star, because they know you have a lot to give to this world. You have a lot to give to your community. You're building, you're like the leader of the new school. Things are different now because of how you're contributing to the world. And it may have been a long time coming where you may not have had all your ducks lined up in a row to contribute, to uplift, to give, but maybe you've always just tried, and now you're in your full glory, you're growing, you're basking, you're having a lot more to your name now, but your spirit never changed. You always stayed real. Sometimes as you get realer and realer and more honest with yourself, keep growing, keep getting blessed, individuals around you, they're going to start changing around you and start acting different and start looking at you like somebody that is a walking bank, or somebody who is somebody to spit on, somebody to hurt, somebody to walk all over, because they see your spirit is quite pure. You're a good-hearted person, kind-hearted person, and they're going to take advantage of this. They're going to take advantage of you, or at least they're going to attempt. But the moment that access is denied, these individuals will hit you up. I've had individuals hit me up. I'm talking about years later, talking about mess that I don't care about, that I've moved on from, that, my world is different now. My situation, my life has shifted now. And here they come with something that's old news, because I don't let them in my life because I don't want to talk. Sometimes it's like that. Access denied to people who just couldn't respect you overall, right? They may not have been able to respect the person, respect your place, the place they had in your life and that you had in theirs. Like, it was mismatched. Sometimes you can be too good for certain people, but don't let that change your heart. Don't let that change how you really feel, about humanity. I've been slighted by many people, snaked by many, many people, but that does not change my mind about mankind, about human beings, about building connections, because that's something that was bestowed upon me to love humanity, people from all walks of life, all nations, all countries. That's just natural to me. That's something that will never change. And so some people have snaked me, some people have slighted me, but it didn't change how I move with humanity in general. I still have that love, I still have that care to people that, I hardly know, people who I've known for a long time, even people who are close to me or who are supposed to be close to me that I cut off or had to remove myself from or remove them from my life. I just choose to be different with them. It didn't change my spirit. It didn't turn me cold. It made me actually more, looking more to the future, gave me more fuel to be kinder, to be sweet, to shift my focus to growth, to sharing love with people who deserve, with people who may not even know me. It's kind of hard to explain, but when you have to deny access to people in your life, or when the situation turned murky, angry, whatever the case might be, don't stay in these low zones, right? Continue to find a reason to uplift, to love yourself and love humanity, right? Because we need each other, right? You know, We need each other. People, it's with isolation, too much isolation is no good. Too much of anything is not good. There has to be, it has to be in a state of being in an equilibrium. Everything has to be harmonious, and there is give and take. Sometimes people have taken too much and gave nothing, right? And we got to move on from these connections, but water your garden, continue to water your garden, continue to spread that love and spread that peace and positivity. Continue to have that beautiful spirit that a lot of people will come into your life and will love, will grow to love and appreciate you, even if some people never did or never would, right? So I want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys very, very much for being here on this live stream. And of course, thank you guys so much for the generous super chats here, for the likes, for the watches, and for all of the insight here. I hope to do a stream very soon where we just kind of like talk about random things or different things or a Q&A or something like that, where we could just get into it on the stream and just talk about various topics and hear more from what you guys are dealing with and just have more of an open-ended live stream that's not a specific topic. I'm hoping to do that soon, even not just soon, but more often incorporate these kinds of not impromptu, but just more sporadic discussions. And a lot of great things are coming soon. So I hope you guys enjoy the streams, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos, and I hope you guys like the Mindset Elevator. And if you are new to this, channel and watching my streams and videos, I thank you guys for, considering this channel. And to all those who have been returning, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. It's always awesome. All around the world, it's so nice. It would be really awesome if we were all in one room, right? In one space, being able to meet in person and stuff. I'm really wanting that to happen, in the future. I really am aiming to plan something like that, just to even like deepen it, to make it like feel more real as well. Because I'm all about humanity and loving people from all walks of life. And I appreciate you guys from wherever you guys are tuning in. You guys are from all around the world. I want to say thank you guys so much for the positive vibes. And, just keep living your dream, live your best life, keep doing you, and keep, remain steadfast. And if you've had to, deny access to people in your life, you knew it was for the best. You knew that it had to happen, and feel strong and feel confident in your decision. I almost guarantee that you're better off for it, So thank you guys. Thank you guys very, very much. Thank you guys for your time, for being here tonight, and all the nights that you guys do attend, and all the hours you guys do watch, the minutes you guys watch. Always appreciate it. And I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves, okay? We're easing into December 2024 on Sunday. And I'm just wishing the best for all of us here to close out 2024, to the best of our ability. All right, everybody. So thank you. Stay up, everybody. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Josh, Street Nasty, Ethereal, Shoddy, Christian. Thank you guys so much. Lori from Canton, Ohio. Thank you guys. Stay up, everybody. Stay positive, okay? I love you guys. I love you guys a lot. I hope you guys stay well, okay? And take care, and I'll see you guys soon, all right? Bye.